A noteworthy triumph in the battle against radicalism was secured a month ago when YouTube declared that it had brought down the addresses and sermons of Anwar al-Awlaki, an American who had transformed into a torch minister and famously viable spotter for Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. In 2011, President Barack Obama made the remarkable stride of requesting an automaton strike on Mr. Awlaki in Yemen, referring to his lead in arranging and guiding endeavors to kill pure Americans. Unfortunately, given the omnipresence of his addresses and sermons on the web, Mr. Awlaki kept on moving and instigate fanatic brutality after his demise. In December 2015, a scan for Anwar al-Awlaki on YouTube yielded about 60,000 outcomes for his sermons and addresses. By last August, there were more than 70,000 outcomes. An hour-long questioning by Mr. Awlaki disparaging the United States titled Clash of the Hearts and Minds had more than 80,000 perspectives and 700 preferences. Presently, after YouTube's activity, a hunt on the site delivers an altogether bring-down number of hits, 18,600, which are all materials about Mr. Awlaki as opposed to by him. The expulsion of this online substance will at last spare lives. There are no less than 90 examples in which radicals in the United States and Europe were appeared to have had connections to or been impacted by Mr. Awlaki, including the Fort Hood shooter, Nidal Hassan, the Clothing Plane, Umar Farouk Abdul-Mutalab, the Charlie Hebdo assailants Saeed and Cherif Kawaki, Omar Mateen, who executed 49 individuals in Orlando, FLA, and the Boston Marathon aircraft, Jokhar and Tamerlan Tsarnaev. Keep perusing the fundamental story. YouTube's current activity was a critical advance toward another path, however now more should be finished. Mr. Awlaki's substance ought to be expelled from all other Google destinations, including the document-sharing stage Google Drive. Other web organizations, substantial and little, should look to YouTube's illustration and take action accordingly. Bulletin sign up. Continue perusing the principal story. Agree to accept the Opinion Today newsletter. Each weekday, get provocative critique from op-ed reporters, the Times publication load up and contributing essayists from around the globe. Enter your email address. Join. You consent to get infrequent updates and uncommon offers for the New York Times items and administrations. See sample privacy policy, opt-out or contact us anytime. As of late, Facebook, Microsoft, Twitter and YouTube built up the Global Internet Forum to counter terrorism to share data and best practices about how to counter the danger of fear-based oppressor content on the web. A zero-resistance strategy with respect to Mr. Awlaki and comparable figures would be a model for different organizations. In that same vein, industry-wide guidelines are expected to guarantee the convenient and lasting expulsion of perilous substance, particularly when delivered by gatherings and people on the State Department's Foreign Terrorist Organizations list, the Treasury Department's Specially Designated Nationals and Blocked Persons list, and the United Nations Security Council Sanctions Rundown, and people with obvious connects to savagery. There is no deficiency of fanatics online. Turkey albinally, Abdullah Faisal, Yusuf Al-Qaradawi and Ahmed Musa Jibril are eminent illustrations. They should be liable to a similar treatment, and their substance ought to be quickly and for all time evacuated. YouTube's affirmation of the hurtful effect of the Al-Awlaki sermons should likewise open the way to a more extensive and more reliable approach against the substance posted by the Islamic State on the web. The gathering's complex abuse of the web to spread its message must be coordinated by a precise and asset-concentrated exertion that incorporates site-facilitating organizations, for example, WordPress, scrambled interchanges stages, for example, Telegram, and document sharing stages, for example, JustPaste.it, aside from video stages, for example, YouTube. Demonstrated innovation can likewise help with the requirement of new policies and keep the retransfer of material from referred to radicals, for example, Mr. Al-Awlaki. Hani Farid, an educator of software engineering at Dartmouth College who exhorts our association, built up a calculation called eGlyph that rapidly and precisely distinguishes for expulsion known radical material on the web and web-based social networking stages. This innovation depends on programming created by Mr. Farid that evacuates a great many online pictures of tyke abuse every year. Murdering psychological oppressors is just a large portion of the fight, as the instance of Mr. Al-Awlaki has plainly appeared. Another attention on battling radical and psychological militant belief systems on the web, through organization arrangements, industry-wide norms, and innovation, will be foremost in keeping general society safe. Writer Muzammil. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to our channel and click on bell icon for updates.